Welcome to the Hustle Wing podcast. Today we are joined by Max Weider, the CEO and co-founder of Celcy. He's going to chat to us today about his products. We're going to get to know him a little bit and have a generally good time. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining us, Max. How are you
Thanks
doing
for
today?
having me. Good, I'm doing well.
Good, good, cool. So, what is Celcy?
So Celcy is the first true smart kitchen appliance. It is a smart device that combines both a freezer and an oven into a single device, connects to Wi-Fi so that from your phone you can peruse available meals in your freezer, have it
Mhm.
taken out, put into the oven, and cooked for you completely autonomously so that you can simply have a meal ready for you when you walk in the door.
Okay, that is cool. Okay, so do you have to buy like special foods or like how does it work?
So we work in a Keurig model. So we have our proprietary tray that works with our device,
Mhm.
but we're partnering with multiple food brands, both locally, regionally, nationally, and
Okay.
they're going to put their meals in our tray, provide the cook instructions so that the device knows how to cook those meals, expiration
Mhm.
dates, things like that, macronutrients to sync it to like fitness profiles. And you'll buy them directly online from our website. They'll be shipped to your door, and you can buy multiple brands and everything, all through one portal.
That's awesome. Okay. Okay, cool. So why did you start Celcy?
So honestly, I was just ripping on a friend to do it, but his oven died, and he was
Uh-huh.
just spending way too much time going through finding a new oven. And he was talking about getting like an oven with a special pizza tray and a temperature
Yeah.
probe or Wi-Fi. It was like $1,500 for an oven with all these features. And I said, for $1,500, you should be getting like basically a robot butler that
Yeah.
does all this for you, that opens your fridge and cooks for you. And like kind of we paused and had this aha moment of like, well, me and my co-founder have four engineering degrees from
Wow.
Hopkins, and so we're like, we can make this happen. And
Yeah.
so, we did all our due diligence, did the problem analysis, found it out. The engineering part was the easy part. It was the product
Yeah.
market fit and all of that was harder. And now it's almost been 6 years. We're essentially completed the R&D phase. We're getting
Yeah.
ready to roll out our beta experience. We already sold that out, and we're just actually raising capital right now to try to fulfill those orders.
Awesome. Okay, that's so cool. So, I love ideas. Sorry, just on a tangent. I love ideas that you kind of joke about, but you're like, actually,
Yep,
that's cool because I feel like a lot of people have those conversations. They just don't necessarily have the courage or the skill set to make it an actual product and take it and make it real. So, hats
right.
off to you for taking that extra step. That's really cool.
Thanks.
So, what is your vision for Celsi?
So the microwave is the number one selling kitchen appliance of all time. And
Oh,
my goal for Celcy is to replace that throne with Celcy. You don't use a microwave for every single meal. So when people jump and say, "Oh, well, I like to cook and things like that," you still have a microwave, don't you? We'd expect you to still have a Celcy. And we
yeah,
see a higher value add for Celcy than a microwave. We're not trying to get rid of your microwave. You have to, reheat, uh, you know,
yeah,
frozen peas or something somehow, or
yeah,
make popcorn.
yeah,
But even people who love to cook hit a point where they're just like, I can't right now, and they end up
hmm
eating out, and they're spending 325% more to eat out than to have done it at home. And if you
true.
add Uber Eats and DoorDash onto that, it jumps to over 750% more expensive. And so we're
Yeah,
really just trying to save the people money, but still have that convenience where they can have food optionality on the fly without knowing ahead of time what you want. Start it from
yeah.
your phone and have it ready exactly when you want it.
Awesome, awesome. So does it come in different sizes? Like, what if I'm a family of four? Would I be able to cook all the meals at once, or is it going to be like a one by one process?
So in the future, we plan to have that. So for our MVP to
Okay,
release it, it is a single serve meal. So it's about 12 ounces of food. The average price is
okay,
$12 for those meals. The
yeah.
freezer stores 5 meals, so you can have 5 different dinners or breakfast, lunch, dinner, like, basically
Okay,
anything that goes in an oven we can cook. So everything from desserts to snacks, breakfast.
yeah.
And you only cooks one at a time. The cooking can do
Okay.
convection, conduction, air frying, broiling, reheating, bottom
Wow.
heating. And again, that's all transparent to you as the user. The chef who makes that meal dictates how it cooks. So it's as if that chef was in your kitchen cooking, which is
Yeah,
great, great quality. And it cooks for as long as it needs to cook,
yeah,
because you're not there, right? You can set at 2 in the afternoon, you can say, have it ready for me at 6 p.m. And if it takes 2, 3 hours to cook, one, it'll take it out at the appropriate time so that when you when 6 o'clock hits, your meal is ready. And so
Yeah.
that's the initial version. We have a vending machine version that would go more public places that would be able to
Yeah.
cook a lot more meals. That's on our roadmap. We have family size ones that would be like the size of a built-in dishwasher or so that will cook family
Yeah.
size meals, multiple meals,
Yeah.
all on our roadmap out there.
Oh, this is so cool. Okay. I think you can tell I love food.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. So what are your biggest challenges at the moment?
We are a hardware appliance in the consumer field, right? So if you pick
Yeah.
the two most challenging parts of raising capital in the startup community, it's that. And
Yeah.
so that has just been our biggest thing is essentially showing product market fit and consumer demand uh, without having the money to build hardware to get consumers using it to show consumer demand, which is
Yeah.
always hard. So, we've priced it out. We've been able to do pitch competitions like this and get 10,000 here, 20,000 here. We have a couple investors that have allowed us
Yeah.
to build the iterations. We built 9 different iterations of the device over the 6 years to get us to
Wow.
a point where we're ready for beta production.
Yeah.
With that in mind, getting the price down, and that's kind of what we're working on right now. That's been our biggest challenge. I can say getting food partners has not been a challenge. We have plenty of food companies that would love to work with us, but food is such a small margin business. They don't want
Yeah.
to join us until we're there, right? So
Yeah.
they're ready to pull the trigger. They're sitting on the sidelines waiting.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. So then would you be open to any sort of pitches from our community of hustlers if they were looking to assist you in anything? Or what's the word? If they were looking like maybe if they said, what if you did this iteration, or maybe you looked at this marketing strategy, would you be open to hearing pitches from our people?
Uh, yes and no. It all depends on the category.
Yeah,
We have a marketing team that we have that's working for us and doing all that. We have an engineering team. But when it
yeah,
comes to supply chain and things like that, if there's people that have connections with manufacturing facilities that can get us better prices,
mm,
simplify
hmm,
that supply chain, um, you know,
yeah,
we're always open for hearing things like that. The engineering changes to the engineering at this point have kind of sailed. We're committed to the designs that we have.
yeah,
But we all are also, working on trying to get connected with influencers, right? Our target audience is that 22 to 45 single occupant household. And that's essentially the
okay,
people that live on Instagram, right? They're a little too
yeah,
old for TikTok, but they follow influencers. They don't care about commercials or anything like that. They they
yeah,
want someone that they can connect with. So getting in
yeah.
touch with influencers is a big thing that as we start having some more beta units that we could have an
Mhm.
influencer use and be able to communicate it, that's kind of where we would need some help.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool. So thank you so much for chatting with us today, Max. It's been interesting hearing about Celcy and what you guys do. I'm really excited to see where you guys go because I love the product. Like I said, I eat. And I'm lazy to cook, so you had me at that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, great. I love the enthusiasm.
Cool. Well then, yeah, we'll definitely be connecting again soon.
All right, sounds good. Thanks very much.